and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas A&M Aggies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's Reed to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Longhorn! The defense putting points on the board. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Play fake, Reed. Buying time to his right. He's going to go for a big one. Got it down the field. Lots of running room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here's Brown to begin the drive. He's got the first down. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Texas. He would not be denied.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, That's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Hits inside, it's Owens. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Finds a man in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Throwing Reed. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Sets his feet, it's Reed. Right side, it's Owens. Gain of 6, they're looking at 3rd and 4.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Play fake, Marcel Reed. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick-6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick-6 rattled him a little bit, and if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. He's got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Sending the offense back onto the field. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. He'll do it himself.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. Manning. Setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
And we've seen this offense, man, that they've featured the running game, and he's done a good job of making plays, breaking tackles, being a big part of it. Now, what do? Try to slide this in here, make it look like a little bit of run, slow down those linemen that go upfield really fast, slip it to him, try to make a big play. But to me, it's more about just trying to give this guy the ball in space so he can do more damage.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. A give to Brown. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, Why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Right back to the well. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to squeak through the pile. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
And they get another 1st down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get 1st downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will...
Hits the afterburner, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
I'll tell you what, Palmer, offensive coordinators, they script these things, right? And they get with you, and what do you like? What do you want to run? So far, the script is perfect. Like, everything going off as they wanted to. This is about as good a start for an offense as you can draw up.
And it's crazy, David, because when you have skilled players like they have on offense and guys that are so dangerous with the football in their hands, you almost feel as a play caller like anything I dial up is going to work. And you're seeing that early in this game. Balance, throwing, a beautiful run right there, everything working right now and going according to plan.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Play action with Reed. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for.
Texas 20, Texas A&M 10.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Reed. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Keeping his eyes downfield. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They'll try to get the corner here on the jet sweep. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll give it to Brown. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Wide open downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And, man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like, trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a third down situation, and they still can't execute. So, slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Arch is going to throw for it. Out wide left, it's Townsend. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
Trying to get the corner. Now the pitch. Turning it on. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Rush right in his face. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Just feeds the running back. much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, it's Owens.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Push is ahead. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Reed.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Left side is Owens. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And, man, it's nice to have a running back that you can do that. 3rd and inches, you're thinking run as it is, but you're not getting it to the running back that way. He sneaks out of the backfield, throwing the football. He does the rest, picks up the big first down.
Here's Reed to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Aggies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Caught. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Man, that's got to sting. This returner wants to make a big play for his team, wants to make something happen. You don't get very many opportunities to do it in a football game, and he did the exact opposite. Created a huge momentum play for the other team. That one's going to sting a little.
Throwing Reed. And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second down, gonna throw it. Back's looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun on third down, Reed. Looking to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolutely perfect. The lead is down to a field goal. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 12 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And it's the Horned Frogs, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The victory caps off a 6-6 regular season, and now the waiting game for a possible bowl invitation. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. And the Aggies will hustle to the line. On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
He never had a chance, never came close to converting that fourth down. Great job by this defense.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And he's now over 150 yards, and burnt orange is leaving scorched earth on the ground.
Just burning them up, man. Just keep feeding him the rock. This is a guy that you 100% know exactly what you're going to get, and you're going to get great production like great Texas running backs of old.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back back-to-back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. To throw, Manning. He's got an open man. Turning on the Jets. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Set to kick this one away.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. They go play action with Manning. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the 3rd play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Smothers. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Owens. plows through the defense. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Reed. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well run him again.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Manning. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Catches it at the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Reed on the play action. Look out! Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Reed throws for the tight end. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll toss it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After getting called for the hold, now this offense in a world of trouble on 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat them, a 5-point lead here in the fourth. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Final stance of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Behind to crease, it's Edwards. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Texas A&M going quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Here's Reed to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 40. Could be an alley. He's at the 30. The tag. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Moves the pocket. It's Reed. Pass is incomplete. No good on the 2-point conversion. They tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1.
Texas A&M 33, Texas 32. Number 38, set to advance on the football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll run him again. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Now on first down from the 28. Running inside, it's Smothers. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Trying to move them on the counter. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Takes the handoff. It Smothers. Might have a chance. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Quick give. It's Simon. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Simon. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Right back to it. Stopped right there.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Here's Manning to throw. Left side is Townsend. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Using his feet. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You got 2 great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win, obviously, that you worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Throwing Reed. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Reed. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Aggies in the hurry up.
That's just two guys being on the same page, and they just dialed up a play that they feel so confident in. They know their quarterback and receiver can go out and execute in this juncture of the game, winning, needing that third down to ice it. That was perfect.
Nowhere to go.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. The latest edition of this tradition-rich rivalry ends with the Aggies saying howdy to a victory over the despised Longhorns in the Lone Star Showdown. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.